Okay, y'all, it is Sunday night, and this is our Team Smith call, our Zoom call. I'm Kelly Smith, Emerald Ambassador. Tonight, bear with me because I have a scratchy voice. For some reason, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the weather change or allergies or what, but my voice is like going in and out. So I want to go over just a couple of housekeeping items tonight and just some reminders. And I'm going to give you just a couple of ideas and tips for the week. But something I'm noticing, and it's a lot lately, and maybe it's because we're getting really pressed as Jewels for compliance. So we're getting the heat. And I'm going to tell you right now that a lot of things are coming to a huge change with compliance. And I posted that compliance video earlier in the week. I hope you watched it. If you did not watch it, it's in your multimedia library in your back office, so you should watch that. It's from the head of compliance, and he is a lawyer. He's been doing network marketing law for over 25 years, so he knows his stuff. He was actually involved in the VEMA takeover and the shutdown, so he knows what we need to do to protect our paychecks. So I've noticed that a lot of you guys are posting blatantly non-compliant things. Graphics are going around that are non-compliant. Consistently posting using diabetics, fibromyalgia, lupus, thyroid. You guys, we can't say any of that anymore. You cannot list any disease in a post at all. So the sooner you guys can kind of grasp that and start changing it and looking for different verbiage, the better. Because we as Jewels are being held accountable for our team. So if you have a Jewel other than me on your Facebook page, I'm hearing about it. So they're posting pictures, screenshots of people on Facebook and saying, hey, who is this? Whose girl is this? So don't do that. I don't want one of my people to be screenshot in the Jewels page because they're posting non-compliant things. I know we're all doing it. We all, where the Jewels are still doing it too out of habit, and we're consistently been doing it. Some of us have been doing this for 3 years or more. So it's definitely something that I have to be careful with as well. But I'm going to really try to really, really be careful in my posting about specific diseases or listing things that the FDA doesn't approve of. Our guidelines and standards have to do with the FDA and the FTC. We have to make sure that we're not claiming to cure anything. We're not giving medical advice. We're not making any claims as medical professionals or financial claims. It's really tricky. There's a lot of things that put our company at risk, and it puts your paycheck at risk, because if you post something and your Facebook is public and any of the Plexus corporate office happens to see it and they are looking, people are getting emailed daily that have never heard of compliance, that didn't know compliance was watching their page. They're hitting a lot of business pages, so they're going through all the business pages on Facebook. So if you have a business page, you'll probably get notified fairly soon if you're running a business page with your Facebook, and if anything's non-compliant. Even your personal page, they're going to be sending out messages saying, hey, this is non-compliant, please take it down. So just be careful about that. I know it's something new and it's something hard because you're like, well, how am I supposed to share about the products and what they're doing if I can't say anything? And there's ways around it. You just have to be thoughtful. You have to use a little bit of creativity. And Amanda Dickerson, we were talking about this, and she actually made a good point. You need to, when you're writing a post, you need to think about you're talking to a 10-year-old child. So if you can think about the fact that you'd be talking to a 10-year-old child, you wouldn't tell a 10-year-old child about migraines or use the terminology diabetes, because they wouldn't understand what you meant, right? So you want to kind of dumb it down. I don't mean that in a bad way, but instead of saying migraines, and you're giving a testimony about migraines, instead of saying she suffered with migraines, you can say she used to have a lot of aches and tenderness in her body, or flu-like symptoms. She suffered from flu-like symptoms when she had, you know, an achy forehead. I know it sounds cheesy, but you do have to say those things. You can say, you know, since using Plexus, those symptoms have improved. I don't have the flu-like symptoms. I'm not having the aches and pain or aches and discomfort in my temple, things like that. So kind of explain it like you're talking to a 10-year-old child. You want to make it as simple and non-medical as possible. If you're talking about blood sugar, you're talking about diabetes, you can say blood sugar, you can say glucose levels, you can say improvement of glucose levels, or balancing of blood sugar. If you're talking about someone in chronic pain, you have to say aches and discomfort. You can't say candida at all. You can say overgrowth of fungus. So there's ways around it. You just have to be use a little intuition, and you use a little intuitive thinking. And instead of saying blatantly obvious medical terminology, try to dumb it down a little bit. And I know it's going to be hard because it's hard for me. It's hard for me to share my testimony at all because my testimony is completely non-compliant. However, I know my testimony is the truth. I know my testimony is a valid description of the products, but I can't share my testimony the way I normally would share my testimony. So I just have to share it a little bit different. And you can do it. I promise. It's just going to take a little bit of work. Now, you can send someone a testimony privately that is non-compliant. If you have a great testimony on lupus or fibromyalgia or whatever, yes, feel free to share it privately in a private message. Send them, print it out and send them in the mail if you have to. You can do that. You can share the testimonies with people privately. You just can't post anything publicly. So you couldn't comment on someone's post and say that. You couldn't make a status about a disease, but you can clearly send a testimony, and we have tons. We're working on things as Jules, ideas and some creative thinking about how we can do this, because we have the Journeys page, and a few months ago the Journeys page was taken over by corporate, and we got me and several other Jules that are in there that are admins. We're told it is completely non-compliant, but they joined the page and they're going to be watching it, and we can't go back and change all that stuff we had already posted. There's thousands of people in the group and there's thousands of testimonies. However, we were not allowed to add anyone to that group, any more people to that group for a time. We are now, and we weren't allowed to approve any posts for a long, long time. We still can't approve posts in there unless they're compliant or unless they're only about weight loss. Okay, so it's very frustrating because we have we have tons and tons of pending testimonies, which are fantastic testimonies, but they're all non-compliant, so we can't approve them on the page. But there are hundreds of testimonies in there that are great and that you can use and search for. So if someone has celiac disease, you can go in the Journeys page and put celiac disease, and those are all going to come up. You can go in there and put lupus or Crohn's disease or whatever it is that you're looking for, migraines, seizures, whatever, and it's going to bring up testimonies. So you can copy and paste those and use them, but only in private. Okay, so don't copy and paste those on your Facebook page anymore unless you tweak it. And we're pretty sure, we're not even 100% sure about this, but we're pretty sure that we can change the testimony as far as the verbiage. So like I told you before, like if someone says I had diabetes and now I don't, or now my blood sugars are great, you would just have to change the wording of diabetes. You could use the testimony, but just tweak it where it's compliant. So if you can, I've been doing that lately. I'll actually just change the words that I'm not allowed to use, and I'll think of something else than what they've said, and I'll change it. So you can do that, but just be really careful. Also, if you even have an inkling that it is non-compliant, but you really want to post it, or you think it's maybe an issue, or you're not sure, add the Plexus disclaimer to the bottom of your post. You can Google that and put Plexus health disclaimer. You should have it. It's in your success guide if you are an ambassador, if you got the new ambassador kit. If you post that testimony or disclaimer, the health disclaimer from Plexus, then at least you're covering your booty, okay? I know it seems like a pain, and it is. None of us are, excited about the whole compliance thing. However, I value my paycheck, and I don't want to lose my paycheck, and I don't want to put our company at risk to be fined. They gave us some examples, and I'm going to give them to you tonight at the Jules training. Kellogg's, huge company. We all know Kellogg's, right? They put on the box of one of their cereals that it helped with building immunities or something around that. It helped with building healthy immunities or something. They were fined millions of dollars because of what they put on that cereal box, because it was technically a medical claim on a cereal box. They had to recall all the boxes, and they had to pay millions of dollars to the FTC or whoever it is because they made a medical claim. Nike created a shoe, and on the shoe, it was one of those ones that, like, they say if you wear it, it's going to make your butt bigger or your glutes, So they had an advertisement, and it said, basically, if you wear our shoes, you will have your butt muscles will be better or something along those lines. Guess what? They were fined millions of dollars because they made that statement in their advertising. So it's not just health and wellness. It's all sorts of companies are being fined, and they're really cracking down on advertising claims. And part of the reason why that is because y'all know how we are here in the U.S. People are so happy. And if something is said to them in an advertisement and they take it as fact, if it doesn't happen, they'll sue a company and they'll win for millions of dollars. So they've had to crack down and make sure that businesses and companies are not giving false claims or advertising falsely. So if it can't 100% be proven to help do something specifically for everyone, you can't say it. So even though I know that Plexus has helped my migraines, I know for a fact that it has. I know for a fact that since using the products, I came off high blood pressure medication. It helped my blood pressure. I know 100%. I can't say that because I don't know if Jennifer takes the Slim and Triplex, that her blood pressure will go down. I don't know that Jennifer's thyroid will improve. There's no scientific evidence or testing to prove that it will happen for everyone. So that's why we can't say it. That's pretty much the reason. So just so you know where we stand, where we are, it is going to be a little more difficult to share about the products publicly, but that doesn't mean you can't, private message people and still share great testimonies. I have a testimonial file in our team page, and I really would like y'all to start adding testimonies to that. If you have a testimony from your team, if you have a personal testimony, please upload it to that file. All you have to do is edit the document and go in there and copy and paste and put the testimony down. That way we can use that in our teams to search things. And sorry, I'm multitasking here. We can, yeah. Okay, so Melanie said, why can we talk about the weight loss? Okay, you technically right now, as far as I know with the new rules, you are actually not allowed to speak about weight loss at all. You can't say you've lost weight, you've lost inches, anything related to weight loss unless the testimony is about block, boost, or accelerator. That's what we were told. So right now, you guys weren't told anything. So I know that you guys are like, oh my gosh, how is this and everything? You are going to be told. All of these rules are coming out in a booklet for compliance, and it's all going to be in black and white. It's coming very soon. But as Jules, we want you guys we're going to try to keep talking to you about this and feeding this to you daily and weekly when we meet together and talk because the change is coming. So even for weight loss or inches and things like that, make sure the testimony implies that they've used one of those 3 products. If they haven't in the testimony, be careful about using it. You can say, instead of saying I lost 35 pounds, you can say I'm down 2 dress sizes. Or you can say I'm down 4 notches on my belt buckle. Things like that. It's tricky, I know, but if you're using accelerator, boost, or block, then you may say it's a weight loss testimony. We have documentation that they're weight loss products specifically, so you can say it if it's talking about those 3 products. But some people don't share in their testimony what products they use. So that sometimes is an issue. So try to find out when you are posting a testimony if they used one of those 3 products, because then you're fine. You can talk about inches, you can talk about how many pounds, all of those things. So like I said, I'm not saying it to scare you or make, I'm not trying to be a buzzkill, but just letting you know that it is important. We want to, make sure we're doing everything to back our company and to make sure that they're not being fined from something we're doing. They give us a website. They give us verbiage on the website. You can copy and paste exactly what it says on your website about each product as you're posting it. Anything in the catalog that it says, anything that Plexus Slim Facebook posts, you can post. So copy and paste and share from there. Copy and paste from the Plexus Slim page, because they do share testimonies at times. So those are going to be compliant, because that's the company page. And when in doubt, ask me. Post it in group and say, hey, am I allowed to say this? And tag me and I'll let you know. If it's blatantly obvious, y'all, please don't do it, because I don't have the time to be on Facebook, going through everybody's posts and saying, oh, she knows better than that. She knows better than that. So just do your due diligence to be careful about what you say about the products. And another thing, y'all, we are not medical. Even if you are a nurse or whatever, we're not doctors. And even if you're a doctor, you're not acting as a doctor in advertising for Plexus. So we cannot give medical advice. We should never, ever say, take this because you won't need to take your prescriptions anymore, or don't listen to your doctor, take Plexus and it'll fix everything. Some of the things I see on Facebook is crazy, and not from y'all. Most of the time it's from other people, but just, you can't say stuff like that. We are not doctors. We're not prescribing medication. We are giving people a supplement, a health and wellness plant-based supplement to improve their overall health. We happen to know that we have fantastic products that do a lot for us, and they change a lot of things, and they're getting guts healthy, and they're balancing blood sugar, and they're reducing inflammation. And we've all learned that when those things happen, your body does crazy, awesome things as a result. But just be careful as you share that. Share that when you get your gut healthy, when you balance your blood sugar, and when you reduce inflammation, that fantastic things happen to your body. That's really all you need to say. And then you're going to private message someone and say, more one-on-one, to say, hey, this is what you have. Oh, okay. This is what you need, because this has helped so many with that. Here's some testimonies. So we really don't even need to say publicly the big whole kit and caboodle, because all we want to let people know is, hey, we want you to get healthy from the inside out. We want you to balance your blood sugars. We want you to reduce inflammation. We want you to get your gut healthy, because those are the 3 main factors in a healthy weight and a healthy body. And that's the truth. So that's not claiming anything. That's not claiming a medical disease or anything. That's not diagnosing anyone. That's just to say that, the leading health issues are stemmed from those 3 things, and our products help with those 3 things. So really, really, as you're marketing those, think about those 3 things: pushing the reducing of inflammation, pushing the blood sugar regulation, pushing the gut health, because people are going to know what you're talking about. And if you're talking about weight loss, mention the 3 products that are specifically about weight loss, and say, if you're looking to lose weight, if you're looking to shed some pounds or whatever, then you can mention the Accelerator, the Block, or the Boost, and saying, hey, try one of these. Maybe they can help you lose some weight or lose some pounds or whatever. They're going to be pushing us to say, when you use in correlation with a healthy diet and exercise, because let's all be honest, that's the truth. If people are taking our products, they are changing their diet because they're not craving the sugars like they were before. They're reducing their appetite, so they're not eating the unhealthy foods. So it is in line with a healthy diet and exercise. We all know the more you move, the healthier you are. So we want to promote a healthy lifestyle, right? Because that's really what we're doing. We're promoting a healthy lifestyle. So always incorporate that with healthy eating, exercising, moving more. Because that's transparent. That's being honest. That's being, that makes us look like we're not the flashy weight loss, fad. We're not the newest diet in town. We don't want to be the newest diet in town. We don't want to be a fad weight loss company because that's not what we are. We're looking for long-term customers that are wanting to get healthy and stay healthy and have a better longevity and quality of life. And when you use Plexus products, that's typically what's happening. So we want to really pursue our marketing in that direction, if that makes sense. And I'm sure you guys have tons of questions, and you can ask me later. You can private message me or ask me in group. But I'm going to move on from that. I know it's not a fun topic, but compliance is getting real. We are feeling the heat from the top. So I want to express to you, because I don't want you to get a letter from compliance. I don't want you to be at risk for your Facebook to be suspended or your business page to be suspended or your Plexus account to be suspended. So let's make sure we're doing our due diligence about compliance. And if you have questions, please ask me. Don't not share about the products because you're nervous and now you don't know what to say. Keep sharing about the products. Just do it in the right way, in the correct way, so we can all be happy and on the same in the same direction. Okay. I asked a couple of leaders wanted me to ask or talk to you about a few things tonight, and that is some of them are struggling with people, newer people, or even seasoned people not posting consistently on Facebook. And so they asked me to talk about that and what that means. That's one of your number one best things that you can do for your business is be consistent. Consistency with the products is number one. You want to be a product of the products. Excuse me. You want to be a product of the products so you can have a testimony. So you're a walking billboard. You are a shining example of what Plexus can do. So if you are negative, sickly all the time, cranky all the time, complaining and whining on Facebook all the time, you are not an image of Plexus. You are not the image that we are trying to pursue to give of Plexus. Be mindful of that. When you're a product of the product, you're using the products. You're posting on Facebook about the results of your products, whether it's I'm sleeping better, I had a great night's sleep, I feel refreshed, I feel some clarity, I feel ready to go, ready to take my day on, whatever it is. Make sure you're sharing that consistently on Facebook. Posting on Facebook is like one of the easiest and simplest things that you can do to work your business. So why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you be posting consistently 3 times a day, minimum 3 times a day, every single day of the week? Okay. And what are you wanting to post? Testimonies, your testimony, just things that are going on in your life because of Plexus. How is Plexus helping you have freedom? How is Plexus helping you pay your bills? How is Plexus helping you feel? You want to use the Facebook as a huge avenue to market to your audience. People are watching you, and I say this to y'all time and time again. People are watching you. The people that you don't think are noticing you on Facebook, I promise you, they're the ones noticing you the most. The people that you think, gosh, she never likes my post, she never comments, or they never even see I'm doing Plexus, they never make mention of it. I promise you, those are the exact people who are watching your posts every single day. And you know why? Because they're waiting for you to not post about Plexus. They're waiting for a couple of days to go by where they're like, I knew that was this fad. I knew that was just something she was doing. I knew she would never stick to that. I knew that was nothing real. Plexus piques people's interest. And so we have a lot of skeptical people and there's a lot of doubters because it's network marketing. So the moment you give them any reason to doubt you, they will. And inconsistency is the number one way they will doubt you. So if you're not posting consistently on Facebook faithfully every single day, 3 times a day, you're hurting yourself. You're hurting your business and you're hurting your influence that you have on Facebook. You are influencing people whether they like your post or comment your post. They're seeing it in your newsfeed. They're going through it in the evening when they scroll down everybody to see what's gone on during the day. And the moment you don't post on Facebook, they're going to be like, I knew it. And they're going to shut you out and say, invalidates their concern. So don't miss a day on Facebook. If you can't post, use Hoot or use, I don't know, there's a bunch of different ones that you can use that post for you. And I know Jennifer Cumming chooses one. Jenny uses one. So I think Lena, you might use one. So you can post in the team page, one of y'all, and give some ideas of which one you like and how it works and how people can do their automatic posting or whatnot. There's really no excuse not to post on Facebook. That's a huge part of your business, and consistency is key. I told you this, the girls and gals that were on the training with me last week every night. No one that I know of is paying y'all's bills. You're paying your own bills. You're supporting your own families. So somebody that's heckling you or giving you the eye roll on Facebook, please don't think twice about that, because they're not paying your bills. When they do, they have a voice, but until then they really don't. So don't allow it. Don't allow someone else's negativity and what other people are going to think about your posting on Facebook. You made a decision to join Plexus. You're passionate about these products. You're passionate about the opportunity. And guess what? You're an avenue for change in someone's life. So like I've said 100,000 times, and I will say 100,000 more times, be non-apologetic about your posting about Plexus. Be non-apologetic about your sharing about Plexus, because there's a single mom laying her head down tonight, praying to God, pleading for an opportunity to be able to make money and stay home with her kids. There's a dad that's laying his head down tonight saying, God, help us get out of debt. Help us get out of debt. I can't do it. I'm drowning. My marriage is drowning. Help me find an avenue that I can pay my bills. You know, there's a lady suffering with pain. There's a lady suffering with diabetes. There's a family suffering with some type of illness, and they're laying their head down tonight saying, God, please send me something that's going to make me feel better. Something that's going to give me energy to be a better mom, better wife, better husband, better dad. We are an avenue for change. Be non-apologetic about it, okay? Posting on Facebook is your business. That's how you're sharing the products. That's how you're sharing the opportunity. So don't apologize for it. I have to look at 100 other things on Facebook that don't relate to me, that I don't find funny or humorous, that may even offend me. I don't delete my friends. I just scroll past it and, say no big deal. If it doesn't apply to me or I'm not interested in it, then I just scroll by, and I don't judge the person. That's the majority of people on Facebook. So stop worrying about what other people are thinking about you on Facebook. This is your business. This is what you've decided to do. So be 100% all in about it. Have the confidence to say, hey, this is a gift. You have a gift that you're sharing, and make sure that you are posting and being consistent like it's a gift, that you have something good to say, that you have something awesome to bring your audience on Facebook, and be non-apologetic about it. And remember, when you aren't consistent, people doubt you. It puts that doubt in someone's mind that it is legitimate, that you actually do have a passion for these products, or you do have a passion for the company and the opportunity. So make sure that you're posting consistently on Facebook. If you're not sure what to post on Facebook, if you're just like, I don't really know what to say, get with your upline. Let them help you. Reach out to your upline. Reach out to their upline. Say, hey, I know I need to be consistent on Facebook, but I'm not really sure what I should be saying. Reach out, because we're going to help you, and we'll show you how to post consistently and correctly on Facebook. Okay. 2 other little things really quickly. I'm sorry. Catalogs. We have catalogs. I don't know if y'all have them or not. If you don't, I highly recommend you purchasing them. They're very inexpensive. In the catalog, they have every product. They have the retail price of the product, the preferred price of the product, and the wholesale price of the product. Very good information. See, it's listed right on there. Okay. I suggest you getting some of these and spending a weekend and getting a sticky note, a pad of sticky notes, and just writing little things down on a sticky note and going through every page and saying, okay, this is why I love the ProBio, on a little sticky note. Oh, Mega X, this is my favorite product because I sleep like a rock. Okay, ProBio 5. Oh my gosh, this is the best because blah, blah, blah. Go through and sticker up some of your favorite sticky notes. Write some notes in a pen, circle the price, do whatever, and then mail this out to your cousin in New York. Mail this out to your uncle in another state. Mail this out to an old boss or an old coworker. Mail it to your best friend who doesn't live where you do. Hey, baby. She's so cute. Mail these out because it's personal. It says, hey, I took the time to go through this catalog and write you some notes, and this is what I like, and this is why I think you should use it. And oh, you have to try the, the block. I know you love carbs like me. This is why you should try it. Oh, the X Factor. I know that you are trying to grow your hair out. Make it personal. Write it all up. Sticker it with sticky notes. Put a business card in it, and send it to someone. That's a good way to really reach out personally and to someone specifically that could use the products. And who doesn't like getting mail? Like, we all love to go to the mailbox and get something in the mail. It's just kind of cool instead of a bill or something that we don't really want to get. It's nice. What a nice surprise for someone that you care about to get a little package. Just have, a standard manila envelope is not very expensive, and send it. And they're like, oh, wow, what is this? So-and-so sent me this. And oh, look at this. She wrote me all these little notes. And they're going to sit down and go through it. And the likelihood of them purchasing is high, because it showed them that you actually took the time out to make it personal and send them to them, instead of just posting about it on Facebook or telling them over Facebook. So I highly recommend that. A lot of you guys have the Success Guide or Success Magazine. I'm sorry. It's from 2014, but it's super awesome. This is a non-Plexus magazine. This is just a business magazine, but in I think it was July. Yeah, July of 2014, Plexus was on the cover in the entire magazine. So they dedicated an entire magazine to our company. There's several veteran diamonds in here, and their success stories. It talks about the massive growth of our company. So if you don't have these, let me know, because I have several of these. These are, you used to be able to buy them in the back office, and honest to God, I don't even know if you can right now. Probably not. But I'll have to check if they're going to be coming back. But you used to be able to buy them, and I have a bunch. So if you are interested in them, let me know. But this is a great thing to say and to send in the mail to someone that is a business-minded person. Someone that is a business owner, someone is hugely into real estate, has a really big network, someone who's savvy business-wise, because this is a very business-oriented magazine. Someone who is very business smart or business minded would really enjoy this magazine. They would go through here and read this, and this is what some people are like, oh man, I got to get in on this. They're going to be like, this is legit. Like, this is a serious company. So this is something that you can use and mail off to someone that you think is really, it has a great sense of business, and just say, hey, send a little sticky note too. You can put on Allison Bros in here. You can put on her and her husband's page. This is my upline. This is one of my diamond uplines. Isn't her story amazing? Man, I'm losing it. Isn't her story amazing? And then Celeste Gwen is in here, and you could say, hey, she's double diamond now just since this magazine. I mean, it's just so many neat little things that you can say about our business. And so this kind of makes it, because it's a magazine, a business magazine, it really is like that validation that this is a legitimate business. This isn't just some MLM or, some pyramid scheme. That this is a legitimate business and the opportunity to make real income. So I would highly recommend you guys using these if you have them. I know a lot of you did purchase them in the beginning, and maybe you haven't used them. That is a great tool. So utilize those. They're really, really good. Jennifer mentioned that Graphic Nanny on Etsy has a sale for brochures. $20 for 100. That's a really good deal. Graphic Nanny has a ton of really neat stuff. You can get trifold brochures too that have like all of the products in one little trifold, and you can send those out too in the mail. Like, I just think getting something in the mail is really neat. It's just a more hand-to-hand personal way to share the products. So I know I like getting mail, even if it's something silly. I actually got in the mail today like a pen company, or like, they make pens, and they sent me a pen all decked out with like really cool Plexus the logo and my name and everything, because they want me to order the pin, you know, but I got to keep the pin that they sent, and it was a really cool pin. Come to find out, it's only 29 cents a pin, and that's really cheap. That's like a super, super cheap. So I'm going to end up ordering these pins, but it was neat to get that in the mail. Something that was cool. It wasn't something that, you know, that I owed a bill for. So how cool would it be to get a magazine or a postcard or, you know, a brochure or a catalog in the mail from one of your friends that took the time to sticker it up and send a little message and just say, hey, I really think this is something that you could benefit from. Check it out. Or your business person, you know, your business-minded person. Maybe you have someone in your family, that your grandfather or, you know, an uncle or a cousin that is just super smart, business savvy. And maybe you feel like they look down on you because you're in network marketing. Maybe you feel like they don't really know what we have. That the Success Magazine would be a huge way to show them and validate what we're doing in Plexus. It would validate the company, our growth, and the pure numbers and the stats that we're doing in the business world. So that's just like another idea for y'all to be able to market. Let's see. What else? Little things. My mind is mushy this weekend. The convention credits. I know that the back office, if you go under your reports, your member summary, I think it is, you can see your convention credits. Check those out. See if, you know, what you're thinking. Look how many points you have. Go back and look at the graphic to say, hey, have I earned winner's dinner yet? Have I earned my voucher? Have I earned my your cost, your registration back? Because a lot of you probably have and don't even know it. Look at those points and see how you're doing. Look and see if you're not getting the points that you would like, then you need to go back to the chart and say, okay, where can I get these points from? And I'll tell you right now, PV is the best way to get convention credits. The more PV you have, the more credit points you're going to get, and you're going to win your voucher back. You're going to earn your credit voucher. You're going to earn a travel voucher. You're going to be the first 750 to earn winner's dinner. If you're not the first 750, they're going to raffle off or do a raffle off for another 500, I think it was. And then anyone after that, if you get winner's dinner, you won't be able to go to winner's dinner, but you're going to get $200. That's a nice little cash, you know, a little bit of money to spend while you're in Vegas. So really push hard for those convention credits, because I hope everybody on this call is registered for convention, because if you're not, you need to be. Events that Plexus puts on are amazing, number one. It's just, they're to die for. They're like the most fun and just over the top. And the information that they're giving us this year, oh man, you guys are going to love it. All the stuff that they're doing, they are pulling out the red carpet this year, y'all. They are doing some phenomenal, exciting things. And the training is going to be just rich. You do not want to miss convention this year. It's crazy that every year that I've been, it gets better and better and better. And they've shared with us some really fun things, and I'm just so excited to get there, and I can't wait for you guys to get there. So make sure that you guys are signed up for convention. There's only, I think, there's only like 1,000 or 2,000 spots left available. There might be less than that now. That was a number a couple weeks ago. So you really want to hurry and purchase your ticket. You can buy them in your back office. It's on your dashboard. At the very bottom, it says register for convention. Please register for convention. If you need a roommate, there's several people I know that are on my team that are going that need roommates, that are looking for people to share their hotel. So don't let that be anything that stops you, because there's lots of people that will share costs with you. So if you need a room for convention, if you're looking, you already booked your registration and you're like, well, I need a roommate, post in a group, ask around. There's tons of people that will share a room. There's lots and lots of them. And as it gets closer, y'all will be added to, I have a group or an invite of all my team specifically that's going to convention. So as it gets closer, I'm sure there'll be rooms up for grabs there. There's a corporate run page also that we can find rooms to, but get your registration paid for at least, and then figure out the rest. You have until June But you want to get there because it truly is life-changing and it's truly business-changing. So make sure that you're checking your convention credit points and really working and pushing hard to get those points. PV, signing new preferred customers, and signing new ambassadors. We talked about the +1, the add one challenge, and that is for everyone on this team to add at least one ambassador in the month of March. One. We have a team of over 5,000 people. Can you imagine if everyone on the team added just one person? The size of our team would double. It's crazy. Just adding one. So think about it. Do your part and make sure you're sponsoring for your team. Make sure you're getting on these training calls. Make sure that you're promoting the Zoom boot camp that we did last week. It was really good. We had a lot of people on those trainings. There was a lot of good information. So if you haven't watched the videos, make sure you tag your newbies in that and make sure you watch. I need to upload the last night, the question and answer. I will do that. I've been gone all weekend, so I'm going to work on that this week. Tomorrow, hopefully I'll have that. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you guys are doing great. We're just into March, and I know that this is already going to be a huge month in sales. Our sales corporate-wide are up quite a bit. That means, guess what? The pay point is going to be up. Thank the Lord, because we all want a bigger pay point, right? That means more money in our pocket. So keep reaching out, keep sharing the opportunity. And you guys have a fantastic week. Make sure you guys are checking in the team page for news and for updates and being involved, and make sure you're getting involved in challenges with your team, and make sure you're encouraging your team to be duplicating you by doing 3 ways, by being consistent on Facebook, and by getting on your team and team Zooms and calls as well. All right. So you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you soon.